everyone, welcome. My name is Mallory and I will be leading you through this Vinyasa flow. We will get started on our backs today. The only thing I'm going to recommend is maybe having a block or two at the top of your mat. So when you're ready, you just come to a comfortable position on your back. Beginning to fully relax here. If you want to extend your legs out long, or come into a Supta Baddha Konasana by bringing the soles of your feet together. Really allowing your body to fully connect to your mat. Right away beginning to tune into your breath. Start to notice your inhales and your exhales. Using your exhales to sink a little bit deeper into your mat. Starting to only focus on the sound and the feeling of your breath. Tuning out anything else that's going on around you. Option to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, feeling the rise and the fall of your chest and your lungs. And start to think about one thing that you're grateful for today. Whether that's dedicating time to your practice, taking a couple moments out of your day to focus on yourself, your health, your family, whatever that is for you. Just really begin to bring that to the forefront of your mind. Using this feeling of gratitude to guide you through your practice. If you have a different intention you'd like to set for today's class, you can begin to set that now. We'll begin our class with 3 community breaths. Exhale out all the stale air in your belly, open mouth release. Deep full belly inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Deep inhale, just like that. Open mouth, fully released. One last full, deepest inhale of your day so far. Open mouth, exhale. Seal the lips as you inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Creating a slight constriction in the back of your throat, activating your Ujjayi Pranayama, the breath of fire. Similar to oceanic wave sounds. Now continue to use this breath throughout your practice in addition to focusing on your intention. If you feel yourself drifting, just come back. When you're ready, begin to take a full body stretch, really pointing through your toes, extending through your fingertips. You can rock your head side to side. Drawing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Thanking yourself for showing up onto your mat. And then right away, come into a gentle, happy baby. Hands come to the insides of your feet, outsides. Since it's pretty early, don't be afraid to just bring your hands behind your knees. Beginning our practice by slowly allowing our body to warm up. Slowly releasing your grip. Extend your feet up tall towards the ceiling for imaginary legs up the wall. You can rock your hips side to side here. Just notice how this feels. Bringing your arms out to a T, palms facing down, arms extending directly out to your sides. Bending into your knees, bringing them to a 90-degree bend. Flexing through the feet. Taking an inhale here. On your exhale, let your legs fall over to the left, but don't let them touch the ground yet. So your knees are going to be hovering maybe 1 inch off the mat. Keeping both shoulders planted. Feeling the twist through your ribs, through your belly. Inhale to bring your legs through center. And exhale over to the right. Hover your right knee right above your mat, almost touching but not quite. Keep your left shoulder planted. Inhale through center, keep your legs at a 90-degree. And exhale over to the left. Try to keep your knees stacked on top of one another. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Feel the twisting through your belly. Inhale center. Exhale to the left. Use full breaths. Inhale center. Exhale to the right. Both shoulders staying planted. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center if you want more of a challenge. Straighten through your legs. Exhale to the right. Keep both shoulders on the ground. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Take a couple more rounds of this using full breaths. You'll feel your shoulders start to lift, plant it back on the ground. One more full round. Next time when your legs are through center, bring your hands behind your thighs. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine. Just take a couple of rolls and rocks here. From the base of your tailbone, the tip of your head. Meeting in a tabletop. Crossing your ankles over. Bringing your shoulders above your wrists. Hips stacking above your knees. Really press the tops of your feet into your mat. Inhale to cow, drop the belly, lift the gaze, pulling your heart forward. Exhale, cat, chin to chest, really rounding through your spine, gazing towards your navel. Inhale, cow, lengthen as you lift. Exhale, cat, pressing the mat away. Continue flowing this one breath to one movement. Adding in any other organic movements that feel good to your body here. If you want to wave your hips side to side, maybe flow back and forth from a child's pose to tabletop. Taking these next few moments to really allowing your body to warm up for your practice. Seeing what your body needs here. Take 2 more rounds of breath. And we'll all meet back in a tabletop. From your tabletop position, bring your hands one palm print forward and lift up into your first downward facing dog. Taking movement right away. Pedaling out through your feet, lifting one heel and then the other. Allowing your hamstrings, your shoulders, your back to warm up. And find some stillness in your down dog. Really press through your fingertips, reaching your hips up nice and high. Fully active through your arms and legs. Take an inhale. Use your exhale to walk your feet to your hands, meeting in your right dog. Hands can come to opposite elbows. Maybe you gently sway side to side. Really allowing gravity to pull your head down towards the earth. Keep a nice generous bend in your knees. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rise to stand. Head is the last thing to come up. Reaching nice and tall for mountain pose, Tadasana. Relaxing your shoulders, lengthening through your fingertips. exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders back, keep your heart lifted. Feel the grounding through all four corners of both feet. Inhale, arms rise to Tadasana. Exhale, cactus arms. Pull your heart forward as you pull your elbows back. Inhale, Tadasana, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs, head and neck are heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. On your exhale, step back to plank. Holding here, option to drop to your knees. Really pressing down through your palms as you reach your heels to the back of the room. Notice where the weight is in your hands and see if you can evenly distribute it, but really press down through your pointer finger and thumb. Spreading out the space in between your shoulder blades, drawing your low belly up and in. Just here for a couple more breaths. Take an inhale. On your exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your elbows tucked into your rib cage. Untucking your toes as you land. Press your toenails into your mat. Inhale to baby cobra. Lift your heart and lift your chest. Gaze to the top of your mat. Pulling your elbows back. Lower down. One more inhale to baby cobra. Little to no weight in your hands. Lowering all the way down to your mat. Press up through high plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel top of mat, jump, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise to Tadasana. Exhale, cactus arms right away. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. Halfway lift, long spine. Step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway or less. Keep your elbows tucked into your rib cage. Upward facing dog, pulling your heart forward, pulling your shoulders back. Downward facing dog. We'll take one more round of that, one breath to movement. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise to Tadasana. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, flow through a vinyasa or come to a downward facing dog. You can skip vinyasas at any point. Inhale, right leg rises, 3-legged dog. Open up your hip here. Take movement that feels good. Drawing your right heel towards your left glute. Coming back to a 3-legged dog. Square your right hip down. Low lunge, right foot steps in between your hands. Anjaneyasana, drop your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Reaching through your fingertips. Pulling your left hip forward a little bit and your right hip back. Feel the engagement. Draw your biceps next to your ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, cactus arms, lift your heart. Inhale back to Anjaneyasana. Left toe tucks underneath, airplane lunge. Crown of your head reaches forward, fingertips pull to the back of the room. Breathing here, hovering right above your right thigh, almost touching but not quite. Inhale to Anjaneyasana. See if you can hover your left knee, not quite touching the mat, but almost. Airplane lunge, crown of your head reaches forward, fingertips back. Inhale to Anjaneyasana, hover your knee. Low lunge, hands from your right foot, step back to plank. Holding here. See if you can hover your right foot above your mat. Not moving your shoulders, hips stay in line. Just testing your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Stepping back, but keep your right foot lifted. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Right foot goes back to a hover, take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Right foot goes back to a hover, take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Right foot goes back, take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Step back to plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, fling rises. Open up your hip on this side. Drawing your left heel to your right glute. Maybe taking some hip circles. Coming back to a three-legged dog. Left hip squares down, take an inhale. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps in between your hands. Vinyasa, drop your right knee down and tuck your toes. Pulling your right hip forward, left hip back. Feeling the engagement, and see if you feel anything different there. Take an inhale. Exhale, cactus arms, lift your heart, gaze comes to the ceiling. Inhale, Vinyasa, tuck your right toes underneath. Airplane lunge. Reaching the crown of your head forward, hovering right above your left thigh. Pull your fingertips back. Inhale to Vinyasa, see if you can hover your right knee. Exhale, airplane lunge. One more, inhale to Vinyasa, see if you can hover your knee. Low lunge. Hands from your left foot. Step back to plank. Holding here, finding your strength, and then begin to lift your left toes off your mat. Really using your other three limbs to balance you. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Left foot comes back, take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. See if you can keep your left foot lifted. Take an inhale as your foot comes back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Coming back to a three plank, take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. One more. Left foot comes back on your inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Step back to plank, downward facing dog. Take a full deep belly inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior one. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle, reaching through your fingertips, biceps next to your ears. Really pressing through all four corners of your feet, bending into your right knee. Begin to reach forward, hovering right above your right thigh. Crown of your head is reaching to the front of the room with your fingers. Breathing here. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, reach forward and hold. Begin to ground through your right foot. Warrior three. You can bring your hands to heart center to balance. And then extend out through your hands and your arms. See if you can really square your left hip down. It's okay to keep a bend in your right knee to help balance yourself. Trying to create a capital letter T with your body. Chair pose, left foot meets your right. Pulling your tailbone down towards the earth. Keeping your heart lifted. Weight is in your heels, give your toes a nice wiggle. And lower down a little bit more. And always bring your hands to heart center if you feel like you're crunching up through your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale to power chair. Draw your hips back, almost coming parallel to your mat. Fingertips, crown of your head reaching forward, sitting your weight back into your heels. Inhale, Tadasana, reach tall. Exhale to power chair. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale to chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lean forward. And exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. Trying to keep your kneecaps in line. Seeing if you can sit your sit bones down a little bit further. Maybe gazing over your right shoulder. Slowly releasing, coming back to a chair. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Low lunge, right foot steps to the back of your mat. Runner's lunge, pull your heart forward, lowering down through your hips. And exhale, straighten and fold. You can always bring your hands to blocks here. Trying to create a nice long line through your spine. If you want to get more into your hamstrings and your calf, you can begin to reach your left toes up towards your nose. Inhale to lean forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, step back to plank and flow through a Vinyasa. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Squaring your hips, shoulders to follow to the front of the room. Bending into your left knee. Inhale to reach forward, hovering right above your left thigh. Really reach into the front of the room. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to reach forward and hold. Warrior three, grounding into your left foot. Right foot reaches back like you're kicking the back wall. Bringing your hands to heart center, that helps you balance. Trying to keep your right hip squared down. If your hands are at heart center, see if you can reach them forward. Chair pose, right foot meets your left. Lowering down through your tailbone, weight is in your heels. Inhale, Tadasana, reach tall. Exhale, power chair. Reaching your hips back, fingertips forward. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, power chair. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale to chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Bringing your elbows to the outside of your left knee. If this is uncomfortable, you can always take an open arm twist as well. Trying to draw your thumbs to heart center. Keeping your kneecaps in line. Continuing to breathe. Using your inhales to lengthen and your exhales to twist a little deeper. Slowly unwind, coming back to a chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps back. Keep your heart lifted, drop your hips down for a runner's lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Bringing your hands down to your mat or to blocks. Maybe reaching your right toes up towards your nose if you're feeling nice and warm and you're feeling the length through your spine. Breathing here. Slowly inhale to lean forward. Hands frame your right foot. Step back to plank and flow through Vinyasa. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Take an inhale. Use your exhale to come into a one-legged Tadasana. Drawing your left knee into your chest, you can take a couple steps to get there. From your one-legged Tadasana, figure four right away. Left ankle crosses over your right knee, keeping your foot flexed. You can stay here, or bring your hands to heart center, slowly bending into your right knee and sitting your hips back like you're in a chair. So it's a great hip opener, great counter stretch for all the sitting we do. So maybe as you start to warm up here in this pose, you bend into your right knee a little bit more. Maybe you try bringing your hands down to a block or down towards the ground, seeing how that feels. If you haven't tried it before, maybe try it today. Slowly release from wherever you are, coming back to a one-legged Tadasana. Reach your hands up tall, take an inhale. Exhale, step back to crescent. Both toes pointed forward, back heel is lifted. Open up, warrior two. You can adjust your stance as needed. Really relaxing your shoulders, reaching long in both directions. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back, opening up through your right side body. Warrior two. Triangle pose, straighten through your right leg. Pulling your left hip back as you reach forward with your right hand. Seeing how much space you can create in your spine, and then lower your right hand down. You can always bring your right hand to a block, to your inner calf, or your ankle. Here we want to try and see how much space we can create in our spine, how much length. Not needing to worry so much about bringing our hand down to the ground. See if you can reach your left hand just a little bit taller. Beginning to envision half moon here. Bending into your right knee. Right hand's gonna come down to your mat or to a block. Making the connection to the earth. And then opening up through your left hip and your left arm. Really flex through your left foot to expand through your body. Using your breath to grow longer and stronger. Just here for a couple more seconds. Slowly taking your time, step back to a warrior two. Bending into your right knee, left foot connects to the mat. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, hands from your right foot. Step back to plank and flow through up Vinyasa. Option, keep your right leg lifted. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, cat-like spine. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Take an inhale here. Use your exhale to come into a one-legged Tadasana. Grounding through your left foot, right foot stays flexed. Figure four. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Keep your foot flexed to protect your knee. Staying here, or bring your hands to heart center and slowly lowering down. Remembering to meet your body where it is on this side. A lot of the times we'll have one hip that's a lot tighter than others. So don't feel the need to necessarily match the other side. But if you're feeling good and warm, maybe you begin to bend into your left knee a little bit more. Try bringing your hands down to a block or to the ground. Slowly come back to a one-legged Tadasana. Take an inhale. And exhale, step back to crescent warrior. Both toes pointed forward, back heel stays lifted. Bending into your left knee. Open up warrior two. Trying to bend into your left knee as you reach through both arms, softening through your shoulders. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back, opening through your left side body. Try to keep that bend in your left knee. Warrior two. Triangle pose straight through your left leg. Pulling your right hip back, reaching as far forward as you can with your left hand, and then lowering down. Once again, try to lengthen through your spine as much as you can, and bring your left hand where it feels good. If it feels good to bring it up more towards your knee, or down onto a block, try that. Reaching tall through your right hand. Coming into half moon on this side. Gazing down to your mat as you bend into your left knee. Left hand can come to your mat or to a block about 6 inches in front of you. Making the connection, finding the stability, and then opening up through your right hip, your right hand. Really feel the grounding through your left foot. Take up space here. Let your body expand. See if you can square yourself off a little bit more. And slowly take your time stepping back to a warrior two. Bend into your left knee, right foot comes to your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, hands free your left foot. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa. Optionally keep your left leg lifted. Meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises, open up your hip. Exhale to pigeon, right knee to your right wrist. Pulling your shin through. Inhale to lift your heart and lift your chest. Exhale to come down to sleeping pigeon. You can always bring a block underneath your chest, your forehead, or your right hip for support. Really taking this time to let your body fully relax, releasing any tension you might be holding in your hip especially. But also give your jaw a nice wiggle, releasing the tension from your forehead and allowing yourself to sink into your mat. Staying in your sleeping pigeon a little bit longer if you'd like. If you want to take a quad stretch by bending into your left knee, reaching back with your left hand, you can take that now. Slowly releasing from wherever you are. Taking your time to return to a three-legged down dog. Tucking your left toes underneath as you reach your right leg up nice and high. You can take a flip dog here or a wild thing. Meeting back in a down dog. Inhale, left leg rises, open up your hip on this side. Coming into pigeon, left knee comes to your left wrist. You can stay lifted here. Or inhale to take a back bend, reaching the crown of your head to the back of the room. Using your exhale to slowly come into your sleeping pigeon. Bringing your forehead down to your mat or to a block. Once again, releasing any tension that you feel like you're still holding on to. You can stay in your sleeping pigeon a little bit longer if you wish. If you'd like to take the quad and calf stretch on the other side, you can bend into your right knee and reach back with your right hand. Wherever you are, slowly begin to exit, making your way back to a three-legged down dog. Tuck your right toes underneath. Reach your left leg nice and tall. Take any counter movements here that you need for this side. Eventually making your way down to your back. You just want to swing your heels around. And once you're on your back, drawing your heels in towards your glutes, we'll take one round of bridge. Draw your heels in nice and close. See if maybe you can touch your heels with your fingertips. And begin to press down into your heels as you reach your hips up nice and high. Pressing down for your heels. Squeezing your glutes and your thighs just a bit. Really press down into your upper arms. If you want to take full wheel that's in your practice, you can take that now. Maybe your hands meet underneath you and you roll your shoulders under, getting a little bit more extension in your bridge. Remembering to breathe. Seeing if you can lift your hips just a little bit higher. And slowly release down, one vertebrae at a time. Bringing your lower back to your mat. And then when you're ready, take some windshield wiper side to side, knees go left to right. Releasing your lower back. And draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, let your legs fall over to the left for a gentle supine twist. Arms can come out to a T or goalpost arms. Option to bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right knee. Maybe gazing over your right shoulder. And if you haven't already, releasing your Ujjayi Pranayama here. Maybe taking some open mouth exhales to release some heat. Inhaling to come through center. And exhale over to the right, bringing your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee if you wish. Taking whatever arm options feel good. and gazing where it's comfortable. Slowly release and come through center. Bringing yourself into one last happy baby here, or taking any other pose that feels good to close out your practice. From your happy baby, really pull your elbows down towards the earth as you press your heels up. Feeling the engagement through your whole body. And notice how this might feel different than it did at the beginning of class. Maybe sway side to side, straight through one leg or the other. Take about 3 more rounds of breath wherever you are. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself one nice tight squeeze. Squeeze as tightly as you can. Draw your nose in towards your knees. Take a deep full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, Shavasana. Let your feet fall open, palms face up. And you roll your shoulders under a little to lift your heart. And take these next moments for yourself. Begin to bring awareness back into your breath. And back into your body with small movements, knowing that you can stay longer in Shavasana if you'd like. Wiggling the fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Eventually taking a full body stretch. Reaching through your fingers, through your toes, maybe rock your head side to side. Then you can stay here or roll to one side for a brief moment. Taking this moment to thank yourself for showing up onto your mat. Dedicating time to yourself, to your practice. Allowing yourself to have gratitude. Slowly bring yourself to a seated position at the top of your mat. Keeping your eyes gently closed. Palms coming to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Ending our practice with one final breath together. Exhale out all the stale air in your belly, open up, release. Deepest inhale of your day. Open mouth, let it go. Drawing your thumbs to your third eye center if you so choose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with myself and with everyone else who has joined us. Light in me honors the light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste.